This is called Relay Support 1, and this is on the driver's side underneath the dashboard. For interest, this is the gateway unit. That is the front body control module. To get at this is actually pretty simple. There's a tab underneath here which you press, which is actually part of this big bracket, and then this thing will just lift up like that. That tab is that one there that you would press. But the relays themselves, we've got two here, one for each of the radiator fans up the front. This one here is the emergency power supply for if they've run out of battery power, for example. So, for example, where is it? Down here. You pull this thing out and put power to that, and that will actually fire this thing up, which will then fire up both the front and rear BCM, so you can open the front and rear boots. I actually think it only allows you to open the front boot. And this one here is the horn relay. The relays back right of the car, this is whole support thing is what they call Relay Support 2. These things are just the junctions for the different harnesses, but the relays themselves, that's the starter relay. There are 3 relays for the engine fans, so as in the flush fans for the engine bay. There are 2 what they call engine flush low and a single engine flush high, and that big one there is the Dme Relay. There are 3 nuts that need to come out if you actually want to remove this whole thing. One there, and one down there, and it pulls out pretty simply. This is called Relay Support 3, which is in the boot of the car. There are 3 relays on it that are all for the convertible roof. There are 2 on the left-hand side here, the black ones. They are for the latching hook on the convertible roof. The one on the left is open, the one on the right is closed, and the little white-grey one here, that is for the window defogger. If you actually need to pull this out of the way, it's a bit of a bugger to be perfectly honest. It fits onto this thing here. We've got these 2 tabs, or there's 3 tabs. These 2 slot down the back here and just come out of these things here. The one here has a little knob in the back of it and slots down behind there. So you basically get a tool in behind here and lift those out one at a time, and that thing will come out. Up the front all by itself, so this is in the front boot. When you remove the liner, you have the fuel pump relay there. This is the footwell of the passenger side, so underneath the carpet you've got the main fuse box in here. So all the power initially comes from the battery or the generator into here and then gets distributed via some pretty solid fuses inside there, mainly MIDI fuses. But also inside there is the what they call a Kl15 relay, which is the relay that sends power to the remainder of the car when they turn the ignition on. Most of the car is actually hot all of the time, so what they call a Kl30 or terminal 30 connection. But the ones that turn on only when you turn the ignition on are turned on via the relay that's inside there.